Speaking of New York, the mayor, Zohran Mamdani, is just so busy building Islamic socialism in New York City that he couldn't possibly have time to mess around and make silly food videos anymore, could he?
If you are worried about retaliation, it is illegal. You tell a worker organization, tell your union, tell your friends. We will take anonymous complaints to DCWP. We'll reach out to workers ourselves. Nobody should be afraid to report violations to the city of New York. More questions?
Yes, please.
Sour cream or no sour cream?
Or how about silverware?
As a life question?
As a life question. And as a talk about order question.
Always sour cream.
Okay, so a plane crash 3 miles from the mayor's mansion. Roads in New York are a disaster. Crimes everywhere. His wife is a Hamas sympathizer. But sour cream or no sour cream on your Taco Bell for Zohran. And we already know that Hollywood is extremely fragile. Now Hulu is apparently worried about insulting Muslims in a comedy special.
We reviewed the special again. We'd like to take out the Muslim joke. I got a big joke about Muslims. And I go, why? And they go, well, last time a comic did a Muslim joke, we got bomb threats, we got death threats. They said they were going to kill us. They ruined the whole studio, blow the place up to smithereens. So we'd like to not use the Muslim joke.
Smithereens.
And I go, well, I like the joke. It kills.
You remember Dave
It's a hot
Chappelle
joke,
with the
and,
transgender jokes
no one
a couple
touches
years ago
Muslims.
during Joe Biden? This is the same thing. Now it's jokes about Muslims. Can't do that. That's Mark Norman, really funny guy. In his special, he makes jokes about Jews, Christians, Hindus, Buddhists, black people, white people, Asian people, everyone apparently except for Muslims because of the threats that Muslims make when you do that. Moving on to the future of America's workforce and someone who could be working in fast food very soon.
My primary thematic focus is decolonizing academia and public knowledge systems, and my secondary thematic focus is biocultural and linguistic futurity.
For those who don't know what that means, can you give us a quick rundown?
Yeah,
Unemployed.
basically what I focus on is the promises that the institution has made and also the emergence of indigenous ways of knowing and being.
Jeez Louise, I tell you what, it's just, you apply for a job, you just show up, you be honest, you hope you get hired without all that mumbo jumbo crap. Her name's Scout, they, them pronouns, 0 actual life skills, best of luck, Scout. And a very special milestone for Dylan Mulvaney. You might remember this is the guy who thinks he's a woman who destroyed Bud Light after doing commercials for the Super Bowl a couple years ago.
It's day 1461 of being a girl, which means today is year 4 of publicly living my truth with all of you. Woohoo! Every year I try to make this day a celebration of trans joy and to say thank you for being here with me and to share what I've learned. And a lot has changed for me. I got bangs.
Okay, just a
and
reminder,
for the trans community.
This is a
over the past
man
3 years. As the years go on,
dressed
I
as a
hope
woman that we indulge.
This anniversary for me and for all of us.
And I have no idea
feels
why.
Less special.
This man is now a
collectively we'll
multimillionaire.
already have celebrated trans womanhood so much that we'll
And
be
Bud Light, we can
exhausted
wrap out of this
partying
soundbite.
and
I think
we'll
it's fine. Bud Light, by the way, still hasn't recovered from that terrible decision. Let's put this guy on our beer cans and see if he'll sell beer to our beer drinkers. Some more gender delusions from Democrats in Maryland. They want to put tampon dispensers in the men's room.
Just a regular-sized tampon in the bathroom.
Okay, maybe it should say that and not appropriately sized tampon. Now, is this going in all bathrooms, men's and women's?
Yes.
How about the Ravens Stadium?
If it is a state-owned building, then yes.
So that means that tampons would now be in the Ravens NFL football team stadium. I'm sure that'll go really well with all the guys taking a leak after they've had several not Bud Lights at that stadium.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.